Hey guys, so I'm gonna kind of take you uh, into my first foray at painting minis. Um, so what I'm gonna do first is show you the tools that I had to work with. I didn't have a whole lot. These are Mantic's miniatures. I started with their Undead, so I've got some of those painted. And I didn't have any mini paints before this, so what I did is I ordered one of their starter sets, and it's the War Paints by Army Painter. And so I've got some basic colors. Now, one of the things that kind of made me nuts about this is they didn't include yellow, which is a primary color. If I'd had yellow, I could mix a lot more stuff. So I can't do oranges or yellows. Um, I can't. There's a lot of things I can't do with that. So that was kind of weird. So I've got those. Now the other thing that's kind of now, I mean, I'm not an expert mini painter by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just getting into this, but these paints, their viscosity was just all over the map, so it drove me nuts because I'm having a hard time figuring out how to thin them down because like the silver is like syrup coming out, and the flesh is almost like water. And it took I've started painting a couple of the zombies, but it took me like 4 coats of non-thinned paint just to get any kind of coverage. Um, Now, granted, I was doing that on, I had black primer on those. So I understand that's a little harder to cover with, because this is kind of a yellow-based color. Yellows are hard to cover, but man, that's kind of driving me nuts. So I don't know if that's common for all paint lines or if the war paints have some kind of issue with their consistency of viscosity or what, but maybe you guys can fill me in on that. The other thing I had is I mixed up some of Les's washes. Awesome paint job. I had a soft black, a heavy black, a flesh wash, and a sepia wash. I basically only used the sepia and the heavy black on these models. I've started to experiment a little bit with the flesh on the zombies, but they aren't done, so we won't see those today. Um, Also, I don't have much in the way of great paint brushes. I've got a few different brushes, and I would call them maybe medium grade brushes. Um, None of them are safe. I mean, um, they are all shoot. What's the word I'm looking for? Not natural. Um, the Krylon stuff or whatever it's called. Yeah, you can tell I'm a pro at this, huh? Anyway, these are low Cornell brushes. Got a couple of sizes of those. And then this is the brush that came with the set. I guess it's an Army Painter brush, but it kind of frayed and split up almost from the beginning. The tip is curling, and I just don't think it's a very good brush. Or maybe I just didn't take care of it properly. I don't know. But the other ones, these low Cornells, seem to hang up pretty good. Well, and these were, I don't know, these were probably $5 or $6 a piece. So, they are not the best quality brushes. They're certainly not the ones I see Les paint with, but that's okay. I'm just starting out, just starting to learn this. So, all right, so here we go. Here's a couple of the skeletons that I've done. Let's see if I can get them in the light here. And I think what I'm going to do is show these to you guys and see if you've got any feedback for me, what things I can do easily to make them better. I'm just looking for tabletop quality. I prefer spending my time on the terrain, but I would like them to look decent. So, give me whatever feedback you got. Just remember, I'm just starting out, so, be gentle. So here's one of them. I've actually painted about 10 of these, so they're not too bad, I guess. But for a first whack, anyway. So if you guys see something that you think I could be doing better, certainly let me know, or something that at my skill level could improve these. And I'll put some stills up at the end that may show things a little bit better. But and you know, I don't have a photo box or anything like that, so they may still suck in the stills, but that's okay. I think you guys will get the gist of what's going on here. And then the other thing I wanted to show you is this the Balefire catapult. I made a base for it, and I did attach this. I attached them because they don't actually count for anything. They're just decoration. But I didn't attach this because I'm still kind of new to wargaming, so I wasn't sure if having this big of a base was going to cause a playability problem or what. So I didn't attach this, but that's fine. It seems to work okay. So anyway, here's what I got for that thing. So anyway, let me know what you think. I'm certainly not one to be given tutorials on how to paint this stuff, but I would like to get some feedback from you guys on how I can do better. So, thanks for watching. We will resume our regularly scheduled programming of terrain here shortly, but I just wanted to get that out there. So we will see you guys next time. Bye.